Alright guys, and it's about that time once again to take a trip into the world of esports gaming and the games. It's the Afrogamer Show right here on Afro Sports TV, and we're excited to be back. Yet another journey. My name is Shayo, your regular host, and it's good to be back on the grind. You know, it's been an interesting week, and like we promised you last week, it can only get better, and we will be here to serve you all the full details from across the world of esports, gaming, and the games. Welcome to the show that we love to also call your weekend starter, and you definitely don't want to miss this one, or even have a friend that would miss it. So tell somebody as we go on this short break. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. It's still the Afrogamer Show right here on Afro Sports TV. This is a joint production by Afro Sports TV and the Afrogamer News platform. And as always, on the news segment, I try to drag in the man across about town, the African town, and the managing editor of the Afrogamer News platform, Ife. Hi, Ife. It's great to be back. How has the week been?
Hello Shayo. The week is going on fine. Looking forward to jumping straight into it, and you know, just how it is, we're going into episode 2.
Yes, indeed, second episode for the second season, and we're excited about this. So let's get straight into it. It's the news segment. For those who are just joining us, this is In the News, and that's where we get to discuss news from Nigeria, across Africa, and also from across the globe, all across the world. We'll bring you all the latest gist on this segment of the show. So we dive straight into it. This one coming from South Africa, Goliath Gaming. They've announced that one of their talents will be flying the African flag out there at the Capcom Cup. This should be the 11th edition of the Capcom Cup taking place in Japan.
Yes, Shayo is a household name in Africa and obviously South Africa. Jabhi is his name. He's not new. Signed to Goliath Gaming, like you did mention. You know, we're not surprised.
I'm going to ask you a question while I'll allow you land on your gist.
I know where you're taking it to, but if there's any one who is going to fly that African flag, it would be here. He has put in the grind. It's been a long time coming. I'm actually not surprised. So he'll be representing Africa. He qualified through the Red Bull tournament, and he will be going to Japan to battle it out with other folks. Apparently the group has been released. Let me just go through that list.
How many gamers will be there?
Yes. So we're looking at 36.
Okay. Good stuff.
36.
Good stuff.
So you have from group, just like World Cup, you have 6 groups, and in this, sorry, not 6 groups, 8 groups, and in this one you have 6 teams in each group.
Okay.
So
that should be
this
48 then?
This will become. Oh, okay. I do apologize. That's 48, not 36.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he falls into Group C, which the viewers will be looking at the screen. We would see that on the screen, where he would have Gigi, Halibel himself, Bolado, Dual Kevin. All these are, you know, global esports gamers from Asia to Europe to the Americas, and I'm just, you know, hoping that he's well prepared to be able to qualify from that group, because this is the best of the best 48 gamers globally for Street Fighter.
When it comes to Street Fighter,
exactly, and he needs to put in the best foot forward. This is not I'm just going to wing it. You have to prepare. You have to make sure your eye coordination is on point. So I'm just wishing him all the best. Obviously I will be watching, and I'll be bringing updates on his performance to our lovely viewers on the Afrogamer Show.
Definitely, we're waiting to see how that pans out. The question I was going to ask, and I'm sure you didn't think it was going this way, is did he qualify for the GEG? And that's not a shade, it's just to find out if, because I know South Africa participated in the qualifiers, I believe, or they had another person represent them. Was it him?
So it was not him. It was someone else. So there's this disconnect between the entities representing Yes. So there's a separate, there's that disconnect. He's on the private side, like, the private stakeholders are on their own area, and they don't. Yes, and they don't recognize the MSSA, and vice versa. So I like the question you asked. If you remembered when Nigeria qualified and we did beat South Africa as part of the qualification process, South Africans jumped on Twitter and were like,
that's why the guys were ranting on Twitter. Exactly.
Yes, like who represented us when there's this guy with Goliath came in. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I think MSSA needs to, I won't say the word try and govern them, but find a common ground.
Yeah, so that they always have everybody under one umbrella, and let's just all just make things happen. Because indeed, if they had this kind of talent, then it would have been a bigger challenge for Chooks than the other guy who he took to the cleaners to qualify. But all the same, it was a blessing. It was a blessing in disguise for Team Nigeria. Let's leave that one now, and talk about the AfrikanSkill, which is returning with a Tekken tournament. This one isn't much on the top of the billing, but it's still a good way to keep growing the Tekken community.
Yes, as much as you have said they are not top of the bill, they have been consistent. This is something I have noticed, that they've done, and why they are coming again into our preview is because people who take part in this AfrikanSkill are the ones that go global to represent Africa. So they are doing something right.
Okay.
So they've carved out a certain...
It's a pathway.
Yes. So it's more of a small niche community, but they challenge themselves regularly. So you have Shaolin. Shaolin is always there competing and, giving feedback about how wonderful the tournament was. So, once again, he broke it and was like he's looking forward to it. And Shaolin is no small fry for him to be part of it. So once again, they are doing something right that many communities are not doing. And there's no argument of it is internet or latency. Everyone in that community competes, and let's not forget the same people who went to Gamers 8 to represent Team Ivory Coast, the three lads, Shaolin and the two, are huge members of this community.
So yeah, it may not be well. So I'll probably take it back. But if I repeat that and say it's not top of the billing, it still has been able to churn out some amazing talent. So it should be top of the billing if indeed we all put our support behind it. And that's why we are giving the spotlight to this particular tournament. That's the AfrikanSkill, which is returning this weekend, 22nd, Saturday 22nd. The prize pool isn't all that, but it can only get better from here on. Let's drop from there and move to Namibia. Windhoek is the location, and just this week the emblem or the logo for the tournament, the Region 5 Youth Games, was released. And one of the things that brought smile to my face, was the fact that while the press release was put out, esports was distinctly mentioned even ahead of some other near popular traditional sports. And I'll give kudos right here personally to the CEO, Mr. Stanley Motoya, who has continued to drum the beat of esports and innovation out there with the Region 5 Youth Games.
Yes, Shayo, you've forgotten to give kudos to the others people who made it happen.
Definitely. No, that's standard. And maybe that's because it's me, so I don't want to give kudos to, in quote, myself, and that's to the Global Esports Federation, definitely, who are partners that make this happen. So yes, kudos to the Global Esports Federation, but it was just a case of me not wanting to say that because I, represent the interest of the Global Esports Federation. Yeah, but definitely, kudos to the Global Esports Federation. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, of course. That was just me pulling your legs, but I think it's become distinct because of the outing in Malawi, which was, I believe, 3 years ago.
Yes.
And it blew everyone away because I was opportune to also be there, and the preparation, the setup, it was not something they were used to compared to other sports. You had other game titles where even hours before we're not sure if the whole arena will be ready, but this one they saw it days before. They saw how it went. There was also that panel that allowed people to talk about esports. So I believe, as much as the chairman, Mr. Stanley, is a forward-thinking person, that was a perfect fit for him. He sees something that is worthwhile, and he's forward-thinking. So that is just a marriage made in heaven. Forgive my comparison. In Malawi, it was a demonstration, but this time it is actually, once you look down in your sports codes for that event, your eyes will not deceive you. Your eyes will catch immediately esports. So this time we're looking forward. This time we're looking forward to more countries, if possible, more titles. I believe the GUF will decide on that, but we're looking forward to more action. I'm, looking forward to countries in that region go, tooth and nail against each other to see who would actually be the king or the queen of Region 5 esports games.
Definitely. I can authoritatively say that as at the last time we were looking at about 5 countries, but we have Eswatini who are knocking on my WhatsApp door every day, checking in to update, so we can be looking at as much as 6 countries, which in that instance, I can also tell you that it may just be part of the medals this time out there in Namibia, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited because we've always clamored for something for the continent in this regard. We've seen it happen in other regions, and we did something small, which was just like an appetizer in Malawi, and we can only build on that when it gets to Namibia later this year, June to be precise, mid-year. It promises to be an amazing time. Let's move on finally, and this time we're crossing borders, but it still touches on Africa, but we're crossing to beyond Africa now, and let's talk about the United Kingdom British Esports. They've been, all and on about the Rocket League. They have it as a collegiate tournament, but now they seems to be going big this year.
Yes, so the Rocket League itself, Rocket League Esports, so Rocket League is a game, and they have their esports vertical. So the esports vertical, they now also have the Real World Open each year, different tournaments across each year, and one of them is the RLCS 2025. This time majors in Birmingham, and that's why British Esports was, going all about it, because now they are like hosts to that prestigious tournament. So it's the first LAN tournament for the year for Rocket League, and the open qualifiers teams have started to compete. You would have the 1v1 and you have the 3v3 on console. The good thing is Africa is not left out. We have 2 teams who will be part of that majors, and they are mainly South Africans. So I've noticed that the South Africans have been able to, I won't say take ownership, but being active in that title compared to the rest of Africa. I've noticed maybe you would see 1 Namibian here, 2 Moroccans there, maybe 1 person from Kenya, but it is very, very active. So the qualifiers for Sub-Saharan Africa were majorly, I would say 95% South Africans, which begs the question. Yes, which begs the question. This is a rich title for collegial esports, high school esports. You notice that even FIFA used it last year as one of their titles because they are playing football with cars. And I'm wondering, why is the rest of Africa not key into this? Instead, you are seeing us register for games like Dota 2, which we have no clue about. or League of Legends, that we do not, or CS:GO, when there is Counter-Strike, when there is a future with what's it called, with Rocket League. So I'm still looking for answers from stakeholders as to why they haven't keyed into this, and it's just South Africa enjoying all the benefits.
Okay, well that's the case. That's because they are putting the work. Cosmic Esports and Limitless are the two teams that will be representing South Africa and indeed Africa at this RLCS 2025 majors out there in Birmingham. It's from Thursday, March 27th to Sunday, 30th of March. We'll try to dig into these teams, maybe more information about their gamers, so that we can put a spotlight on them on the show. On a final note on the news today, let's talk about chess gaining so much ground, and it's chess.com, which is the esports bit of that. Well, I would say it's a popular title because I've had my daughters talk about the fact that they get to play it in school. Not chess.com, but I mean traditional chess, which means there's a lot of potential there. And getting it into the Esports World Cup, I think that has broken the glass ceiling. Ife, 1.5 million on the line in terms of prize pool, and all the teams are scrabbling to sign up players, and we've got a rich roster in preparation for the Esports World Cup.
Yes, so chess is not a new game. It's as old as many traditional sports. I also played it when I was in secondary school or high school, and I have an idea of how it works. But like you did mention, bringing it into the esports space has kind of just boosted its ratings. So now a lot of people, I know we were even having that conversation yesterday, the grandmasters who play on the board are now saying they want to play the esports version, and they don't want to. Yes, and it's nice that chess.com is that platform that's been doing a lot, as in you don't know how much they've been doing until you start to drill down into the activities. So now the Esports World Cup Foundation has added it to the list of games, which we did announce last week in our edition. And because of the Esports World Cup is more of a team teamed, you couldn't just handpick those grandmasters. They had to be part of a team. So so because of that, a lot it's like the transfer season for football. A lot of grandmasters are now moving from just being a single entity to becoming professional team members. The big one was Magnus, who is a grandmaster. He joined Team Liquid. You also have Team Falcons, who were winners of the Esports World Cup last year. They've signed Hikaru Nakamoto also. Yes, and then you have Team Vitality, who have signed Maxime is a French dude, Lagrove, and then you have LGD Gaming signing the Livren. So this is just 4. And they're actually, the grand finale is going to be 16. So we're talking about 12 other people joining teams to be able to compete in this tournament. I'm happy because it opens a door to more opportunities, especially for kids, for parents. It makes esports kind of one step ahead to be able to explain to parents. Because especially in Africa, there's that setback of, okay, my kid is just playing on the tab, playing on on their phone for too long.
What exactly does this have to do?
Yeah, exactly. So, but once you let them know it is chess, but it's the digital version, then I think that kind of gives them that, okay, I think I understand that now. And then, it gives us those stories to tell. But once again, Shayo, the question I'll pose to you and other stakeholders is, how does Africa come on board so that we do not come late to the party?
Yeah, big question indeed, Ife. But of course, we will get there. Let's not forget that there is the possibility, no announcement yet, but we have been, projecting, and we project that chess chess.com might be part of the Olympic Esport game. So those are the things that would make the story easier to sell, and Africa will definitely come to the party. I know that we have someone driving chess, the Chess and Slums initiative, Tunde Onokoya, and if not anything, this is another vertical someone like him should be looking at. And of course, with partnership, with support, collaborations with stakeholders within the chess the esports ecosystem, we definitely can work something out together. I missed out this story, but we'll just touch on it because of our time briefly. Team Falcons, who you mentioned, the defending champions of the Esports World Cup, now have an all-female team for the Mobile Legend Bang Bang. Falcon Vega is the name, and these guys are not slowing down at all.
Oh yes, so they've had females on the roster, but they have been single games, like single players, or 2v2 kind of thing. But now they're expanding. They've noticed Mobile Legend Bang Bang is a huge title, and they brought in wonderful females to across the MENA region, and they've given them Falcon Vega. So moving forward, anything Mobile Legend Bang Bang that has a women category, be rest assured that Team Falcon will be part of it. And they are just trying to conquer the world the same way you have Real Madrid in any conversation about football. I think they are trying to be the Galactico of esports, but let's see how that goes.
All right, we'll wait and see how that goes. Indeed, that has been in the new segment of the show, the Afrogamer Show. Guys, we'll take a quick break, and with this break we'll take our retro, where we'll be showing you the opening sequences of some really amazing games. This is something that will bring back some exciting memories, and that's what we try to do with our retro. Thanks a lot, Ife, for your time. We'll catch up with you again next week.
All right, thank you so much, and enjoy your weekend.
You too. Let's take this break. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. It's still the Afrogamer Show, and just like I told you, exciting video that was, talking about the opening sequences of games such as the Xbox, PlayStation 1, Sega, and the likes. Brought back a lot of memories. Right about now, we will take our spotlight, and on the spotlight today, we're looking at a young man who just bought his mom a house, from playing esports. Yes, indeed. And it seems Fortnite has got the nick for birthing talent in their teens. 15-year-old, that's the young man who just became a millionaire, Jaden Ashman Wolfers, that's his name, and he has won silver at the Fortnite World Cup. He won silver medal at the Fortnite World Cup. He walks away with $1 million in prize money, and of course he broke the Guinness record as the youngest gamer to earn $1 million with that one. And he also, like I said, went ahead to buy his mom a home. That's the young man right there. You can see him on your screen, and it brings back the memory of that other young man who was just 16. So he was 16. This one is 15. Kyle Booger Glesdorf. That's his own name. He won $3 million from winning the Fortnite World Cup proper. That was in 2019. So he is about 26 or 25 now, talking about Booga. So it seems Fortnite definitely giving birth to some young millionaires. So congratulations to him. That's our spotlight for today. Let's take a quick break. When we get back, it'll be time to wrap up the show. And as usual, you know how we do it. It's the Game Over segment.
Hey, I'm Jaden. Some of you guys probably know me as Wolfies. This right here was me in the prime of my career. By this time at 15, I'd already had $1.4 million in earnings, been on multiple news channels, and I was the best Fortnite player in the world. This clip right here is very special to me. It's the moment that I came second at World Cup. All the worry and pain off my mum's shoulders I could finally lift up. All my hard work has finally paid off. I was so happy in this moment. My dream was to be able to look after my family, so after World Cup I bought my mum a house.
All right, welcome back. It's been a fun time indeed on the show, the Afrogamer Show, this lovely, lovely weekend, reaching you right here on Afrosports TV, and it's a joint package of Afrosports TV and the Afrogamer News platform, news media platform. You can catch more information, more gist, more news on www.theafrogamer.com, I believe. So it's time to go on the show, and this is the Game Over segment, and as I love to say, come close, let's talk about it. During the news segment, we talked about the growth of chess, the esports side of chess, which is being played on chess.com, and if my guests or my co-anchor expressed his concerns about the fact that Africa would lag behind, or is actually lagging behind at the moment, and indeed that is the true picture if you look at who or the strides being made by the teams that would be part of the Esports World Cup in signing players that would participate in that one. And you look at the fact that we have a few people who have shown potential. I mentioned the name earlier on, Tunde Onakoya, who, kudos to him, has done an amazing job with Chess in Slums, and a few other initiatives has been taken beyond the slums. It's gone to the IDP camps. It's done stuff with, you know, other places under the bridge in Ibadan, and a few other initiatives like that. And you begin to wonder, it's time to take it to the next level, and this may just be that next level that will open doors. But it definitely needs support from the government, support from the associations, from the federation, and indeed from esports stakeholders like myself and yourself. So how do we all make this happen is the big question we're asking on the Game Over today, and that is what thought we would like all of us to go into the weekend with and think about how to make things happen, because this can be that other vista for us to open for the next generation to build a career path and indeed begin to engage our young population who, like I mentioned, are already playing these things as members of chess clubs in their schools, and we can only just migrate them to the digital platform where they can get an international exposure like no other. That is our Game Over for today, and indeed for this weekend. We'll catch you again next week with another bumper package of the program, the Afrogamer Show, right here on Afrosports TV. My name is Shayo. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Bye for now.